Hi, lovely students. Today I have come up with my grammar questions. I am Jonathan, so we're going to deal with the questions which are grammatical structures. The first one is, what is grammar? Grammar is the spinal cord of English lesson, English language actually. So we're going to see this beautiful part of English language. How are we going to solve all grammatical questions? How are we going to get accustomed with grammatical lessons? So I'm going to start with the first one. First question says, he cleans his office every day. What type of structure is it? This grammatical structure is passive voice. And what does the grammatical structure of passive voice look like? Well, chapter 1 of grade 8 lesson book says, it talks about passive and active. So voice can be classified into two. The first one is said to be active voice, and second one is said to be passive voice. And here we go with the structure of active voice. So the subject of the sentence is followed, the subject if it is third person singular, he, she, it, is followed with verb form. And then, what about passive voice? Passive voice means the subject is followed by. Bear in mind, the main actors in passive voice are verb to base. So these verb to base are is, are, and am, which is followed by verb form. For example, we can take the active voice. As I said, subject becomes first, Rayyan. What does Rayyan do? Kicks the ball. And then Rayyan kicks the ball is the one which is an active voice. The subject of the sentence is Rayyan and kicks is verb-based form. Never forget verb-based form. And the ball is an object of a sentence. And then when you change this one into active voice, the object in active voice becomes subject in passive voice, you see. What was the object in the active voice? The ball. So this one is changed to the ball. And then, what comes next in passive voice? Verb to be will come. The ball is singular, so I'm going to use is. And then, what is expected from us? We are going to change the main verb into V3 form with a past participle. So, it is followed by, what is the V3 form of kicks? It is kicked. The ball is kicked. So, we're going to answer question number 26 depending on the sentence. አድራጊው መጀመሪያ ሲመጣ active voice እንለዋለን። ተደራጊው ደግሞ መጀመሪያ ሲመጣ passive voice እንለዋለን። ነገር ግን active voice ሲሆን ስትራክቸሩ ይለያል። አድራጊው subject ከሱ ቀጥሎ s ፎርም መጠቀም አለበት። ለምን? he, she, it third person singular ስለሆኑ። and then ተደራጊው መጨረሻ ላይ ይመጣል። passive voice ላይ ልዩ ነው ይሄኛው። ፓሲቭ ቮይስ ምን ማለት ነው? ሜጀር አክተር ያልናቸው ቅድም ያልኳችሁ ቨርብ ቱ ቢስ ይካተታል። ዋናው ቨርብ ወደ ቨርብ ስሪ ፎርም ይቀየራል። ከዛ በዚህ መንገድ እንቀይረዋለን ማለት ነው። So here we go with the questions. Options one by one. A says his office is cleaned every day. Very good. This is exact construction of passive voice. This is how to make passive voice. And the rest of them. His office is cleaning every day. This is wrong. His office cleans every day. Again, this one is wrong. D says his office has cleaned every day. This is again wrong. You know why? All of them are active voices. ሚኒንጋቸው በጣም ያስቃል። ከኤ ውጭ ያሉት ሚኒንጋቸው ኦፊሱ ራሱ ማጽዳት ጀመረ ማለት ናቸው። ከቢ እስከ ሲ ድረስ ያሉት. So, office is not supposed to clean. ኦፊሱ ይጸዳል እንጂ ማጽዳት አይችልም። ለዛ ነው አድራጊ የምንለው active voice-ን. It's surprising by the way. You know what makes it surprising? We've seen chapter 1 active voice And question number 26. And what is found in question 27? Surprisingly, grade 8, chapter 2 talks about comparison. It says degree of comparison. And the next question is going to be degree of comparison, chapter 2 of your grade 8 lesson. Abebe is blank space than his brother. Comparison. This question is about comparison, as I told you. So we say them degree of comparisons. So use capital letter to begin your sentence, your word or sentences. Degree of comparisons. There are 3 degrees of comparison. First one is said to be positive degree, positive. And we're not going to add anything in positive degree. So for example, the word short is here. We used to talk more about the noun. Tom is short, Abebe is short. You see, positive degree. And when we compare 2 things, it is said to be comparative degree indicator. Comparative. What is the distinct feature of comparative degree indicator? We add ER form to 1 syllable words, or else we add more to the adjectives when they are more than 2 syllable words. So for example, when we compare only 2 things, bear in mind, Abebe is shorter than Kebede. Abebe is shorter than Kebede. And third one is superlative degree indicator. And superlative degree indicator adds EST to 1 syllable words, or else it adds most for words which are above 2 syllable words. So we use superlative degree indicators when we are interested in comparing more than 2 things. Abebe is the shortest in our family. So which one have you answered? Positive degree ምንለው ገላጭ ናቸው። ኢአርን አይወስድም ስንል ሾርት የሚለውን ቃል ብቻ ነው የምንጠቀመው ለአንድ ሰው። አበበ is short፣ አበበ አጭር ነው። ኮምፓራቲቭ ዲግሪ ኢንዲኬተር የምንላቸው 2 ነገሮችን ኮምፔር ስናደርግ ነው። እሱ አበበ ከበቀለ ያጥራል። ሶ ኢአር ሾርተር ዛን 2 ነገርን ኮምፔር ያደርጋል። አባብ ሲለብል 2 ሲለብል ያልነው ለምሳሌ ቢዩቲፉል ቢኖር ቃሉ ቢዩቲፉል ቢሆን she is more beautiful than እንላለን። ከ2 ሲለብል በላይ የምንላቸው ረጃጅም ቃላቶች ሲሆኑ ብቻ ናቸው። በነገራችን ላይ ሶስተኛው ጋር ስንመጣ ሱፐርላቲቭ ዲግሪ ኢንዲኬተር ምንድነው? ሱፐርላቲቭ ዲግሪ ኢንዲኬተር ማለት ከ2 በላይ የሆኑ ነገሮች ስናነጻጽር አበበ ከኛ ቤት ካሉ ልጆች ሁሉ አጭሩ ነው። that is what we say superlative degree indicator. So what is the clue in the first sentence? በኔ ሴንቴንስ ውስጥ 27ኛው ጥያቄ ላይ ባለው ላይ ክሉ ምንድነው? ዛንን ሁሌ የምንጠቀመው 2 ነገሮችን ኮምፔር ለማድረግ ብቻ ነው። so superlative የሆኑ ምርጫዎች ትጥላላችሁ ማለት ነው። 2 ነገሮችን ኮምፔር ስለሚያደርግ አንዱን ብቻ ለመግለጽ ያለውንም ሾርት የሚል ቃል ካለ እሱንም ትጥላላችሁ ማለት ነው። ሾርት የምትለዋ 1 ሲለብል ወርድ ነች። ሞር የሚባለውን ቃል አይወስድም። ቅድም እንዳልነው ሞር ኢንተሊጀንት፣ ሞር ቢዩቲፉል ለረጃጅም ቃላቶች ነው ሞርን የምንጠቀመው። so here we go with the distractors. So have you recognized the choices or options which are found here? Choice A says short. It is not the answer because it doesn't talk about 1 person. Choice B says shorter. Yes, we used to compare 2 things or 2 people. C, shortest. Are we comparing 3 things or 3 people? No, we're not comparing. So shortest is used to compare 3 things, as I told you. And then D, more short, is wrong pattern because we don't use more for 1 syllable word. Short is 1 syllable word. So it will be a distractor. So what is the exact answer? B is the exact answer. All right, you guys. Have you recognized something When I talk about language focus or grammatical part, you have to. All the questions have patterns. So we discussed question number 26, chapter 1 voice. We discussed question number 27, which is comparison. Can you guess what is going to come? We're going to fly to chapter 3 of 8th graders, which is found on question number 27. It's very technical, isn't it? Yes, it is. The question says like this. She blank space study harder cause she will have a test. If she have a test, if she has a test, and then what am I going to do? It talks about modal auxiliaries. Chapter 3 of 8th graders talk about modal auxiliaries, but students get tricked most of the time to differentiate 3 modal auxiliaries. First one is have to, second one is must, and third one is should. I'm going to explain this one by one. You might get confused when we talk about modal auxiliaries. Oh, I'm fed up of working out with modal auxiliaries because they look alike or they look the same. You may say like this, but they are very easy. Trust me, I will tell you the techniques how you can solve. Is must exactly the same with have to? Is should exactly the same with must and have to? Now we're going to elaborate it. We could say it modals of obligation. ስለ ህግ ነው እያወራን ያለነው። obligation አድርግ አታርግ. This is what modals of obligation are. And then what is must? What is has to or have to? And what is should? Very good. We use must for specific obligation. Specific obligation. Sometimes we say it personal obligation. ህጉን የምናወጣው እኛ ስንሆን ህጉን ያወጣነው specific በሆነ ሰው ህግ ሲወጣ we say specific obligation. So must is used for specific obligation means a single individual imposed rules and regulations for us. You must do your homework. Your teacher may say አንዱ አስተማሪያችሁ ነው የሚላችሁ ቤት ስትገቡ you must wash your leg before bed. Your mom may say, your parents ask you to do this. ምን ማለት ነው? You are going to do it. I force you to do it. ካላረክ ቅጣት አለ. Bear in mind. ህጉ የወጣው ግን በአንድ ስፔሲፊክ ሰው ነው። What about have to? Have to is used for general obligation. Obligation, you may say, ህግ ነው ምንድን ነው? Obligation are the same. What is meant by general obligation? When rules and regulations are imposed by institutions or by third person, we say general obligation. ሁለት ነገሮችን በሀፍቱ ወይ በሀስቱ ላይ ማወቅ አለባችሁ። ህግ ሲወጣ ኢንስቲትዩሽኖች ወይንም ህጉን ያወጡልናል ወይንም ደግሞ ሌላ ሶስተኛ ሰው ሊያወጣልን ይገባል። ሶስተኛ ሰው እንዳለኝ ከሆነ ብዬ ነው እሱ ህግ የምናገረው። ለምሳሌ you have to wear your uniforms at school premises. ትምህርት ቤት ስትመጡ ዩኒፎርማችሁ መልበስ አለባችሁ፣ ህግ ነው። unless otherwise the school punishes you. ትምህርት ቤቱ ይቀጣናል ማለት ነው። ይሄ ቅጣት በኢንስቲትዩሽን ሲሆን ነው ሁሌም have to ወይንም has to የምንጠቀመው። ሌላኛው we use have to or has to for external authority. ምን ማለት ነው external authority? ህግን አንድ ሰው ሲያወጣልን እዛ ህግ ላይ ዲፔንድ ሆነን እኛ ስናረግ ለምሳሌ I have to go at school at 2 o'clock Ethiopian local time. በዚህ ሴንቴንስ ውስጥ at 2 o'clock የምትባለው ኤክስተርናል ኦቶሪቲ ትባላለች። ኤክስተርናል ኦቶሪቲ ያረጋት ምንድነው? 2 ሰዓት የምትለዋ ናት። ይሄ ነው ክሉ። ሶ ህጉን ማን ያወጣልን? የሆነ ኤክስተርናል ቦዲን ያወጣልን ማለት ነው። ሶ የመጀመሪያውን አንድን ህግ አንድ ሰው ሲያወጣ ወይንም ደግሞ ፐርሰናል በሆነ ማድረግ አለብኝ ስንል፣ ሁለተኛው ሀፍቱ ላይ ስንመጣ ሰዎች ሲያወጡልን ኤክስተርናል ኦቶሪቲ፣ ኢንስቲትዩሽኖች ሲያወጡልን ደግሞ ጀነራል ኦብሊጌሽን እንለዋለን። ሹድ ምን ማለት ነች ታዲያ? ሹድ is used for recommendation. It's a good idea for you to do such a thing. ይሄን ነገር ብትሰራው ጥሩ ነው። That is said to be recommendation. Or we say it's advice. Advice ወይ እንለዋለን። So let's see some questions. እስቲ የተወሰኑ ጥያቄዎችን በሶስቱ እንስራቸው። ሶስቱ ላይ ዲፔንድ ሆነን የተወሰኑ ጥያቄዎችን እንስራ። I blank space get up early because I have a lot of things to do. I must ላለሁ ቅድም እንዳልኳችሁ because there are a lot of things to do ብዙ ምሰራው ስራ አለብኝ ካልኩ ምክርም እየተመከርኩ አይደለም፣ የውጭ አካልም ለኔ ህግ አውጥቶ አልሰጠኝም። so I have to አትሉም፣ I should አትሉም፣ ምን እንላለን? I must wake up early በጣም መነሳት አለብኝ። why? there are a lot of things I want to do ብዙ ምሰራው ስላለብኝ። see what specific obligation is? ህጉ በአንድ ሰው ሲወጣ ይሄንኑ ሴንቴንስ እንውሰደው። I have to wake up early because my teacher has ordered me to do so. Look at this question. I have to wake up early ማለት መነሳት አለብኝ። have to የተጠቀምኩት አለብኝ ነው ሁለቱም bear in mind። ለምን? because my teacher has ordered me. ኤክስተርናል ኦቶሪቲ ነው፣ በእኔ ፍላጎት ሳይሆን አስተማሪ ስላዘዘኝ ነው ማለት ነው የምነሳው። and then should ጋር ስንመጣ your dad or your mom may say you should wake up early because you have a test tomorrow. ነገ ፈተና ስላለ በጠዋት ብትነሳ የተሻለ ነው። this is recommendation. ህጉን አላልተዋለች፣ ምክር እየመከረች ነው። so you should study, you have to study and you must study ስንል ክሎቹ ላይ በጣም ፎከስ ማድረግ አለባችሁ ማለት ነው። by the way, Goebbels show is interested in solving such a difficult problems in a silly and easy way, inclusive way, and then you should just hit the like button for this one, guys. Have you answered the question which is found on 28 based on the logic or evidences that I have provided for you? Question says she blank space to study harder cause she will have a test tomorrow. It looks like recommendation, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is recommendation, strong advice. It's a good thing to do it. So which one are you going to use? Is it should, have to, or has, or else has to? Choice A says has. You guys, don't get confused. Has is not the same with has to even. Even though it is has to, it will be a distractor, not an answer. Go to option B. It says have. Have is a wrong answer because it doesn't go with she. Third person singulars always take have. Has, not have. And look at D. D says may. May is not used for recommendation. It's not used for advice. It only is used for possibility. May የምንጠቀመው ደግሞ possible ነው የሆነ ነገር ስንል ነው። I may go to school tomorrow if I am fine. For example, may possibility ነው ስንል ምንድነው? መቻልን የሚያሳይ ነገር ነው። So what is the exact answer? Goebbels, as the name Goebbels Academy, because you said should is the best answer, because should is used to give recommendation. Yes, you are. Should ምክር ለመምከር ነው የምንጠቀመው፣ ህግን አይደለም። በጣም የተጫነን ህግ አሳየም እንደመስትና እንዳፍቱ፣ ነገር ግን ምክርን እንመክርበታለን። so እኔም ምክር ልምከራችኋ። you should click the like button and share button here under this video, cause this one is Gobez Academy. So enjoy the lesson with the next one.